All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to a very special impromptu episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight. Tonight, it is Friday, June 3rd. That's right, Friday, June 3rd, 2022, if you're here live. If you're here watching on the replay, whenever that may be, stick around because most of this stream is going to have tremendous evergreen content, replay value. I got an itch on my nose. That's an itch for good luck. And I will also be sharing some updates that are going to be relevant just to this stream. But stick around regardless. We are live on Coach Eli 2, Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams. And just to mention at the beginning of this show, this channel will soon be monetized. We're getting closer and closer and closer to being monetized each and every day. We have the subscriber count. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed to this channel. We just need the watch time. And we are probably, I'd say about 65% of the way there. I'd say within the next 2 to 3 to 4 weeks the most, we'll hit the 4,000 watch hours, and then this channel will be monetized. And once that happens, like I've been mentioning, and in case you've missed it, I'm going to be moving most, if not all, of my live streams over to this channel. My Walking with Purpose live streams that are currently on my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, will move here to this channel. And I still have an itch. Oh my God, this is a good luck itch. Forgive me. I know you saw it on camera, but that's a good luck itch, right? Like I said, the Walking with Purpose live streams will move over here to this channel. And then on my main channel, I'm going to solely focus on bringing you folks the highest quality, bite-sized, pre-recorded content at the highest quality, 4K at 60 frames per second. And I will also be creating some more YouTube shorts and also creating some more members-only content. I have not decided once this channel gets monetized if I will be offering memberships on this channel. That may be exclusive only to my main channel, but that's yet to be determined. Stick around, and you'll see shortly down the road, how I decide to handle that. All right, I don't plan on being live too terribly long tonight. I just wanted to come on and share with you folks what's been happening lately. Actually, before we get to that, let me first of all make sure that the notification went out. And it absolutely did. God, this itch is killing me. Ooh, good luck itch. And let me also check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that things are rolling smoothly on the back end. And they absolutely are. We have 7 people here in the box and 3 likes. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for your likes. Please like this stream here if you're here live. Or on the replay. Please also share it out. Share it on your community tabs. Share it out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. And if you already haven't done so, please subscribe, bang the bell, and select the notifications here on this channel, Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. And then also, please subscribe to my main channel. My main channel is Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Nightbot should hopefully start sharing the link every 7 minutes. I haven't seen Nightbot show up yet, but I'm sure he will. Just in case he doesn't, it is at youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. That's my main channel, youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. All right. So let's get right to it. On this stream, I'm going to be talking about how to handle things you can't control in life and other updates. One more time, how to handle things you can't control in life and other updates. I've got to share with you folks that, and I'm sure you've noticed this within yourselves, we all deal with unexpected things all the time. I encounter unexpected things each and every day because I'm that busy. I'm connected with that many people. And once you start to connect with a lot of people in your life, whether it be for business or personal reasons, you're going to start to notice that you're going to be encountering things that are completely out of your control. And it's how you react or don't react to those things that's going to make the single biggest difference in your life on whether you're going to be able to rise above it and move forward and continue moving forward to reach your goals, or if you're going to allow it to get to you and hinder your progress of reaching your goals. And I have a story that I want to share. I do have some updates to share regarding the channel, but regarding both my channels here on some content my lady and I are going to be producing very soon. But I'm going to hold off on that till closer to the end of the show. But I want to share with you folks something that I've been dealing with for the past probably 36 hours, past day and a half. And if you saw my Walking with Purpose live stream yesterday, which is the last piece of content I put out over on my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, you probably heard me say that my fiber internet line through AT&T, 1,000 up, 1,000 down, was not working properly. It was coming in and out, also known as an intermittent connection. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It started becoming intermittent at about 11 a.m. Pacific yesterday. And I got to tell you, folks, when your business is online, like mine is, if your home internet connection is down, you're practically out of business for the most part. And a lot of people will say, well, you could use your 5G hotspot from your phone and run your laptop. Yeah, I did that. But let me tell you, it's like slow as molasses compared to having, a fiber connection and using Ethernet to, quickly get things done on your laptop. And I got to tell you, a little disappointed at this, but the cell towers with these new unlimited plans have become so overly saturated that you'd be lucky to get, let's say, 15 megabits down and, 5 to 10 megabits up, which is still fast enough to run things. But because, there are so many other people accessing that same pool of bandwidth on that same cell tower in your area, especially in a densely populated area like myself, it just takes a long time to load web pages. So trying to create things on my laptop using my hotspot from my iPhone 12 Pro Max, not nearly as efficient as having a cable, or in my case a fiber line connection. So anyway, so I ended up going to do that Walking with Purpose stream yesterday, and I decided to see if the fiber line would just fix itself. Maybe they were doing some maintenance. Sometimes, your internet service provider does maintenance or is installing internet, at a neighbor's place, right? And it may knock your connection off its norm for a little while, and then it just fixes itself. So I was just, waiting to see if the line would just start working again, the fiber line would start working normally again. And before I went on my walk, I had the opportunity to schedule a tech appointment for today between 8 a.m. and 12 noon. Or I could have done it between 12 noon and 4 p.m. AT&T and most companies now give you a 4-hour window. So I said, okay, I'm just going to wait until, I get back from my Walking with Purpose stream. And if at that point it's not working, I'll schedule, an appointment between 8 a.m. and 12 noon. When I got back to my place after my Walking with Purpose stream yesterday, it still wasn't working. So I went back onto the AT&T, my AT&T app. I went to go make an appointment, and the 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Window was no longer available. So I had to choose the 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. window. And I'm like, okay, hopefully, they'll, come to me closer to 12 or 1, then I can go do a walk and then come back and do a live stream that I was going to do with my lady tonight. And I'll share more about that live stream that will be happening soon in just a little bit. And I made the appointment, and for the rest of last night, the connection was intermittent. I had to use my hotspot to, watch some, streaming content I like to watch on my TV outside of YouTube. I belong to many streaming services. And fortunately for me now, AT&T does give you 40 gigs of hotspot included in their top plan. I have the AT&T Unlimited Elite plan, which gives you unlimited data to use on your phone with no limitations, and they won't slow you down no matter how much data you use. But if you use your phone as a hotspot, you're only able to use 40 gigs. It used to be like 15 or 20 gigs, then 30 gigs, and they raised it to 40. And after 40 gigs, they slow you down to 128 kbps, which is like 1/8 of a megabit. Really, really slow. And so, I was using my hotspot to stream some things, and I used almost 10 gigabytes of bandwidth in one night. And my fiber line came back on, as I was watching some streaming content from my phone on my TV. I was hotspotting my TV through my phone, and I said, okay, maybe it's working now. Well, this morning, I get up and it's not working. So, I'm just doing some things, trying to prepare for a couple shows I was going to do today, a walk and then a live stream with my lady. Well, 12 o'clock came, I had not heard from AT&T. 1 p.m. came, no AT&T. 2 p.m. came, no AT&T. 3 p.m. came, no AT&T. 4 p.m., towards the end of the window. What's so funny, babe? Hi, babe. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally says, ha, ha, ha. What's so funny, babe? So, 4 p.m. came, I hadn't heard from AT&T. At that point, I was like, okay, I hope they show up, because I cannot go one more day without my fiber line. Without having my fiber line, my internet, my home internet, I'm out of business. I need that to do streams. This is my business. This is my livelihood, right? So what did I do? At that point, I was getting a little bit frustrated, but I kept my cool, right? So this is part of the how to handle things you can't control in life, right? Okay. At that point, I called AT&T, their main customer service line, for issues, right? And they said that, we're experiencing extremely high call volumes. The next available representative will be available in approximately 33 minutes or something, right? Well, boy, was that estimate off. I was on hold for an hour until I got a rep, right? Then I get this lady, and it sounded like it was some outsourced call center. Like she sounded like Asian or something. No big deal. Maybe it was China, India, I don't know. But this was an outsourced call center. I guess this was the call center that screens the calls before you get someone in the U.S. that actually knows what they're doing, right? And the lady was asking me, for my account number. I'm like, I didn't have my account number. Here's my name, but I also have the ticket, the tech ticket, the service ticket. Anytime that you you put in a service call for your services through AT&T or whatever, your internet service provider is or TV provider is, right? They give you a ticket number. I'd given her the ticket number, and she was trying to, she goes, she can't find my account. I said, well, aren't you able to locate my account by typing in the ticket number that's attached to the account that I placed it from my app? And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I've been on hold for an hour, right? And I was cool, calm, and collective, right? But I was thinking to myself, how dumb are these people? How dumb are people nowadays, right? I mean, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but, nowadays people will just hire anyone that can breathe, So she ended up finding my information, right? Now remember, it took me 1 hour of being on hold before I got this first rep from an outsourced call center, probably somewhere in China or India or wherever, right? And after 15 minutes, after maybe like 10 minutes, it was an hour and 10 minutes into the call, 10 minutes with this person after being on hold for an hour, right? She actually told me that I need to transfer you over to the technical department that can look into your situation further. And I said, okay. She goes, let me place you on hold. It will take up to 3 minutes for you to connect with someone in the tech department. So she puts me on hold. And I was on hold literally for another 45 to 50 minutes until I got the representative from the tech department, from, the technical department, right? And now I'm 2 hours into this call. It is like around 6 o'clock, 2 hours after, the window closed that AT&T was supposed to show up at or in between, right? So this lady comes on. She was really, really nice. She said she was like from I think Chicago or Cincinnati or something, or Georgia or somewhere. She sounded really nice. She was a nice young lady, and she was like overly happy. Maybe she was getting paid well, or maybe that's just, the type of people they hire. Once you get to somebody in the U.S. for a big company like AT&T, you get to talk with someone that actually can get you the information you need, rather than having to sit on hold for an hour to go through a filter in an outsourced call center that doesn't have any access to what you need. They have to transfer you over again, right? Literally, I could have saved 1 hour by just being directed to the right department at first. But you have to go. This is the way they do things now. You have to go through, the outsourced call center first. You can't just go directly to the other department. They have to transfer you. So here we are 2 hours into this. It's now 6 o'clock, 2 hours after the window closed of my initial appointment to fix my fiber line between 12 and 4, right? Okay. Now the lady's telling me, LMFAO, what are you laughing at, babe? I have no idea what you're laughing at, babe, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal, baby. You can message me behind the scenes. Maybe I think I have an idea what you're laughing at, but it's not that big of a deal, So now this lady's telling me she's going to transfer me to somebody at dispatch that can contact the local tech team in my area to see where they're at and how close they are to coming to my place to fix my fiber line, right? Now I'm 2+ hours into this call, right? And as I was waiting on hold for another 5 minutes, I get this phone call, and my phone showed AT&T tech rep. And I didn't want to hang up after waiting on hold with AT&T customer service for 2 hours when I was about to finally get to the right person, I didn't want to hang up unless it was the actual tech that was scheduled to take my call or to take my my trouble ticket, my repair ticket. Yeah, baby, honestly, I really don't care. If you want to acknowledge them, you can. I just want to run my show. I really don't care. Have all the fun you want, babe. I'm just sharing my truth, right? But I thought I heard something. All right, so I was waiting to see if the tech was going to leave a message. A lot of times these techs will leave a message on your phone. And now on the iPhone, you're able to, it automatically transcribes, your voice message as best as possible. And I looked at it and it was the actual tech. So I just said, screw it. I'm going to hang up after being on hold for a couple of hours because I think the actual tech is contacting me and he's on his way, right? And, in the past, I will tell you, in the past, years ago, I would have flipped my marbles. This would have really annoyed the shit out of me. My babe says, it's funny because I was with my family. Okay, well, that's great. I'm glad you had a great time with your family, babe. So I hung up the phone. I called the number back. And what was the guy's name? I think it was Julio or something like that, right? And I thought he was Hispanic, but he was actually Filipino. So I called, Julio back on his phone, and he said, I just got your ticket here. I was about to head home for the day, but I was made aware that there was a call left that was supposed to be handled between 12 and 4, and I wanted to take it because I didn't want to leave you hanging. He was a really nice guy, and at that point, I wasn't going to get mad because it's just not worth getting mad anymore. That's how you handle these things. This is out of my control. I'm dependent on AT&T to come and fix my fiber line. I mean, getting mad is not going to change the situation. It's going to actually make it worse, right? But it wasn't this guy's fault, right? This guy was about to go home and he felt bad because, nobody took, my tech call. And right now it was after 6 o'clock, more than 2 hours late after the latest point in the 12 to 4 p.m. window. Hang on a second. Okay. So, Julio said, I'll be there in 15 minutes. And he was. He was there in 15 minutes. I went out to get him, and he was a really cool dude. I brought him into my place, and I took him to where the ONT unit is. ONT stands for optical network. What's it called? Hold on. ONT. Optical network terminal. Sorry. Optical network terminal. It's basically a box they put at your place that gets connected to the fiber line that comes from outside of your place, and it transmits the light signal into the optical network terminal. And from the optical network terminal, the ONT, an Ethernet jack comes out and goes into your router, and that's how you get your fiber internet. And fiber works off of light. Basically, the reason why they call it fiber is because Each each fiber line has a bunch of glass strands in there, clear glass strands. Alex, how you doing? I'm going to check out your channel, and if you have no content or no subs or anything, I'm going to ban you. 2 subscribers, joined March 14th, 2014, United Kingdom. Oh, Alex, let me know. Who are you, bro? 2 subscribers, joined March 2nd, 2014. You're in the United Kingdom. How'd you find out about this channel? Let me know, bro. Keep an eye on Alex, babe. If he violates our rules, you know how to handle it, right? But don't beat you to it. All right, so the tech goes to the optical network terminal, the ONT. He pulls out the fiber line at the bottom of the ONT and has this little unit to test how much light is coming out of it. And he goes, there's no light coming out of this. He goes, it's dead. I'm like, well, it's been intermittent. It's been working off and on. Well, right now, there's nothing coming out of it. That sounds complicated. What sounds complicated, Alex? Alex, I'm not here to deal with trolls. So let me know how you found out about this channel, or I'll personally ban you. Seriously, bro. I have zero tolerance for trolling. My lady and I will ban you. Keep an eye on Alex, babe, all right? So, he then, AT&T and cable and, telco companies like AT&T, they have these little units that can test to see where the issue's coming from. And he put the unit to test where the signal was lost at, and he goes, it's 370 feet from outside your place. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that sounds right about where the tree trimming truck was trimming trees yesterday. And then he gave an address. Obviously, I'm not going to put out the address, but the address he gave, I said, well, that's not the first pole outside my place. That's the second pole shortly down the way. And that's exactly where that tree trimming truck was yesterday when my fiber line went out. Now, it was funny because I had told the guy, you said you'd ban me if you had no connections to me. Sir, Alex, I'm asking you how you found out about my channel. I want you to be honest. So if you don't answer me how you found out about this channel in the next message, I will ban you for not answering that. Alex, how did you find out about my channel, brother? It's a simple question. And think about it before you respond, sir. It was funny because I was chatting it up with the tech. He was a very nice Asian guy about my age, maybe a few years older. And I was saying, you know what, man, I know a lot about this stuff. I grew up in the Bay Area and I understand how fiber works. And I said, I'm not really a betting man, but if I had to bet the farm, I would bet that, the issues down at the junction box, the remote terminal, because that's where most issues have been in the past. One time since I've had fiber, and before that I had AT&T U-verse DSL before fiber was available in my area. Now, once he said the issue was 370 feet or so away from my place, and I was walking him, and as I was walking him out to show him roughly where that's at, I said, man, good thing I'm not a betting man. I would have just lost the farm. But now I'm thinking that tree trimming, that big tree trimming truck that was parked down the way, at least ran into my fiber line and at least bent it or something to the point of that made it intermittent. Well, so to make a long story short, the tech drives his van down the way. And he was like, looking at all the fiber because, other places in the area have fiber as well too, right? And he looks up and he sees something strange looking with the wire that's going to my place. All right, Alex, you're out of here. I asked you a simple question. How did you find out about this channel? Most normal people that aren't trolling would say, hey, I heard about you through this friend. I heard about you through this and that. And Alex, I think I know who you are. So have a nice night. So here are my rules. No trolling, no hating, no attacking. What'd you say damn babe to, babe? I know we've got like a 1 minute delay on this show at least. So what did you say damn to? Let me know, babe. So the detect goes out there. He climbs up the pole, and he's over there for about 30 or 40 minutes, right? And then he drives back to my place, and he's like, I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. I think I fixed it. I'll tell you what happened, when we go back into the ONT box. So I take him back to the ONT optical network terminal box. And he goes in and tests out the light. He goes, oh, you have good light. And then he put on they have these high-tech computers, and the computer tells you exactly how good the fiber light is. And he goes, this is premium light. He goes, let me tell you what happened. When I went to go see your fiber line, it had been bent. Like it was bent pretty far. But the fiber lines that we use outside are pretty tough and they're very durable. So I basically, unbent it and, babe, I don't like that. Bye, baby. That annoys me a little bit, but I still love you anyway. It's all good, right? It's all good. So he bent it back together and cleaned it up, leveled it off, and it worked. And I said, is that a temporary fix or is that a permanent fix? He goes, no, it's a permanent fix. He goes, had it not worked, had it been severely damaged, then we would have had to come back tomorrow. I would have had to bring a couple other, guys and bring the trucks with the lifters because he was in a van. He just had, a ladder, and he had to climb up the pole the old school way. The old school way is using one of those safety belts and then climbing up the side of the pole that has, the little, they have those metal pieces that you step on and you climb up. That's how he did it. And that was that. He was a really cool guy. He was very apologetic from the very beginning. He was even telling me, he goes, I was off. I didn't have to take this call, but I saw that, they didn't take care of you. And he goes, nobody called you or anything like that. And, because he was so cool and I knew it wasn't his fault. He's just taking as many calls as he can, right? Right? He's just doing his job. I wasn't going to get mad at him. He was a really good guy. He actually, the way he handled it, I was actually gonna call AT&T and contact their retention department. And I've had to do it before a few times. And in the past, when things like this have happened, I've gotten like $200, in discounted services in the past. But because of how this guy handled it, Like basically, he saved AT&T's ass from me calling their retention department tomorrow and trying to get a $200 refund. Now I could still do that and probably get it, but you want to know what? I'm an honest person, and because this was handled very respectfully, professionally, and maturely, I'm a happy person. Look, folks, mistakes happen. Okay, the way the world is nowadays, I'm surprised that things aren't worse, right? We've scaled back on customer service. We outsource things, right? We give 4-hour windows instead of exact appointment times. It's just the way things are. These are things that are out of your control. You can't control these things. So you can't let these things get to you. You just have to handle them, as best as possible. Honestly, I hardly got anything done today. I did this stream tonight because I wanted to put out a piece of content, and I wanted to also test to make sure that my fiber line is working fine. And so far, it seems like it's working quite well. But yeah, I didn't do a walk earlier today. I worked out a little bit at my place, but I gave up my walk. I was going to do a show with my lady. It set me back. But what would be the use of complaining? Like, would complaining make it any better? Would complaining have prevented it from happening? It already happened. Why complain? Why complain? Why get mad and drain myself and further set myself back? Instead, I just came back tonight, did this show, and starting tomorrow, it is business as usual until the next thing happens. Hopefully, my fiber line doesn't go down again for quite some time, but you never know. We'll burn that bridge when we get there, right? All right, we're at 36 minutes. I think what I'm going to do, because I need a little more coffee. I drank my coffee fast. I have some more things to talk about. I'm going to take a break right now, early, at the 37-minute mark. I'm going to take about an 8 or 9 minute break. Play some royalty-free YouTube music. And then when I get back, I'll share maybe a couple more examples regarding the topic, and also share with you folks some upcoming content that my lady and I are going to be creating sooner than you think. So you're not going to want to miss that. So let's cue it up. Let's cue it up. Baby, everything sounding good? Audio and video sounding good? Everything back to normal? Even one day not having my fiber line puts me out of business. It really does. It really does. All right. Do 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 do. All right, give me a second. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, music is all queued up. I'm going to step away for an 8 or 9 minute break, and I will share more regarding the topic, how to handle things you can't control in life, and some other community updates when I return. So stick around. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Something interesting happened right before the break. I'll explain what happened. My audio cut out. I will explain that in just a second, so stick around for that in case you're curious. I think I'm going through right now, and it should be just fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, technical glitches on the fly. It happens, folks. Shit happens. You just gotta roll with it and move forward, right? Yeah. Hope it doesn't happen again, or it's not an issue with some of my hardware here. We'll explain more of that in a second. But let's get back to it. All right. Welcome back. Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. A very special impromptu episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Live here on Coach Eli 22222. Don't forget 2. Coach Eli 2, the Deuce. Uncensored live streams. The name of this channel may be changing soon, so stick around for that. We have a lot of great things coming, folks. You're not going to want to miss it. And before we get back to it, just want to mention a few things. If you would like to donate to sponsor this channel, if you feel that you're getting great value based on, the content that you're viewing here, if you feel it's helping you out and you'd like to give a little back, you can do so in one of 2 ways here on this channel. Since it's not monetized yet, you can send a donation via Sound Scratchy? Really? Okay. So let me kill this here. Let me see what is going on here. Let me hear the replay. I'm gonna mute for a second. All right, we're testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, and 3. It did sound scratchy. Yes, something happened where I might need to restart. So I'm gonna see if this sounds okay here. Let me just play a little bit of music while I wait for it to come through on the delay here on my phone. We'll be right back, folks. Sorry about that. Thanks for making me aware, babe. We're back. And I did hear that it sounds better. Is it sounding better still right now, babe? I know I also got your message behind the scenes that you're getting tired. If you need to go to bed, go ahead and go to bed. And then Text me in the morning when you get up, and we will make our plans. Sometimes every now and then you get a little bit of an audio glitch, and I may need to even lower the gain a little bit on, let me see. Let me lower the gain on my mixer a little bit. I lowered it just a little bit here. I may have had the gain up a bit too high. I think what happened was either my mixer overloaded or one of the pieces of software I used to enhance my sound got a glitch. I also use virtual audio cables. I run a lot of things to basically make this show, sound as crisp as possible. So that is that. I just want to give me just 1 second here. I want to make sure that this is sounding okay. I'm going to just wait 1 more second here to test the sound one more time. So my apologies for that, folks, and we will get right back to it. Hey, I'm my own production manager. I'm the host, the producer, the technical, person, etc. It's just crazy. But give me just 1 second. I'm going to mute just for a second here. All right. Everything seems to be working back to normal. I lowered the gain on my, I have a Focusrite 4i4 audio interface, and I use what's called a cloud lifter between my Shure SM7B microphone and the audio interface. You have to do that with this microphone here, the Shure SM7B, because it's a very gain-hungry microphone. And most audio interfaces don't have enough gain, clear gain, to handle the microphone on its own. So I don't know. It was a glitch. I fixed it, and we're now back to normal. Hopefully it won't be a problem for the rest of the show. I fixed it by myself on the fly. I got no one here to help me produce this shit. I do it on my own, right? All right. Like I was saying, before all this happened here, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on Coach Eli 2, the Deuce, uncensored live streams. I was also mentioning that this channel may be getting a name change. I may be changing the name of this channel sometime soon, so stick around for that. I may even change the name before it gets monetized. So stick around and you'll see. You'll see. And if you have any ideas of what you would like for me to change the name to, let me know, babe. If you have any ideas, you can let me know as well. I have some, but we'll just leave it at that for right now. I was also saying, if you would like to donate to support this channel, if you feel that you're receiving value, from the content, you can donate in any amount based on the value you feel you are receiving. Nightbot is sharing both my PayPal and Cash App links every 7 minutes because this channel is not monetized. You can't super chat or super sticker here, but you can send a donation via PayPal at paypal.me/Coach Eli. You can also donate via Cash App at $the real Coach Eli. Donations are not required, but they are greatly appreciated. All right. Let me go ahead and make a comment on this for right now. And I wasn't even going to address it, but look, honestly, I'm no longer addressing trolls. I'm not going to address any of the trolls that have been in here tonight. You're seriously just wasting your time and your energy. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm really not here to get pinned and pitted against people. I've done that for 5 years out here. It was a waste of my time, and it's just a waste of time in general, right? So if you folks want to continue to come in and troll and give me a view or whatever, or a thumbs down, I don't care. It's not a big deal. You're just not going to get my attention. That's that. So, tonight we've been discussing how to handle things you can't control in life and other updates. One more time, how to handle things you can't control in life and other updates. During the first part of the show, I was sharing the story of what happened to my fiber line and how frustrating it was. And regardless of how frustrating it was, how I handled it in a cool, calm, and collected manner. And that's not how I would have handled things in the past. I had to build up to becoming so emotionally strong and having so much emotional self-control to the point of where, nothing bothers me, even something, like this, which practically killed my last 24 to 36 hours, because my business involves me having a solid and fast home internet connection, right? It really, really slowed me down. It set me back. But because there's nothing I could do about it, and there's nothing I could do about it, and it's out of my control, what would be the use complaining about it or getting mad about it? All complaining about it and getting mad about it would do is set me back even further. It would drain me further. And that's what I'm trying to help you folks better understand here is that, we all go through things. We all get frustrated that things don't work. And, we pay for things such as these services. And then when they go down, it's a pain in the ass to get a truck roll to come out to fix it, right? But at the end of the day, you just have to learn to understand that that's just how the way things are nowadays. And you complaining and whining and wasting your energy is not going to make it any better. It's going to make it worse. Now, there are some other things that also happened today that I'm not going to discuss here. This involves my lady, and she does want to talk about it, but this is part of the other, the other updates, the other community news I want to share, and other content coming to this channel here, Coach Eli, 2 Uncensored Live Streams. Tomorrow night, my lady and I are going to be going live at some point in the evening. We're not quite sure what time it's going to be. It may be, 8 or 9 p.m. Pacific, which is 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. midnight on the East Coast. And we are going to be doing a stream to discuss, the title is going to be My Lady and I Talk About the Importance of Family and Real Friends. One more time, the importance of family and real friends. And my lady's going to share a story regarding an experience she had earlier today that actually involved another man. We're just going to leave it at that. And how ridiculous this man was when she encountered him. And we'll share a lot more about that tomorrow night. You're going to have to tune in. Keep an eye on my community tab here on Coach Eli, 2 Uncensored Live Streams. And also keep an eye on my community tab on Coach Eli, Elias Melas, and you'll know about it. But I got to say this. I really, really have to say this. In hearing this story that my lady shared with me today based on this experience with this man, it continues to really, really, really disappoint me how poorly most grown men are behaving nowadays. It also disappoints me how much these men lack professionalism. They have such a lack of professionalism, even in the workforce. And it really disgusts me how they get away with it with the way that they treat these ladies or other people, and they don't get fired for, you know, discrimination or lack of professionalism, right? When you hear this story tomorrow, yeah, it's just going to blow your mind. And it more so, and I'll share more about it tomorrow, but just to lead into it, it more so just makes me wonder, you know, are these men really that scared, that afraid of the modern empowered woman being better than them, being more successful than them, right? Because this is the way I look at it. Like, I love men and women equally, and I feel that men and women should have always had equal opportunities, right? And there are many women out there in this world that are far more successful than me, that make a lot more money than me, but I'm not sitting here trying to attack them or kick them down or say that, they banged their way to they banged their way to the top or something like that. No, I respect that. They worked hard to get to where they're at. Okay. And why would I complain about something when I've had the same exact opportunities, or at least the same opportunities have been available to me to be just as successful? I've just taken a different path, right? It really, really, really disappoints me how threatened these grown-ass men are by the modern-day empowered woman, because the modern-day empowered woman has surpassed most of these men. And these guys, instead of just, acknowledging it and paying credit where credit is due, they basically, they can't stand it. They overreact to it. And then they take it out on every single woman they encounter, or even every single person. A lot of times these guys that are unhappy about women surpassing them not only take things out on all women they encounter, they take it out on all men, on all people. They're intimidated by women. Yeah. Babe, I'm going to give you a big round of applause. Big round of applause. Absolutely, absolutely. They are extremely intimidated by these men. Sorry, by these women. Sorry, they're intimidated by these women. These men are intimidated by these women. Because if they weren't, would they lash out the way they're lashing out, right? So tomorrow night, my lady and I are going to be talking about this because she experienced something earlier today that she's also recently experienced and has also experienced in the past. Now, let me see here. Give me just a second. So that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow night at some point. During the day, her and I are going to be heading out to another concert and probably go to dinner after that. My lady and I are going to be spending some time this weekend and do the show when we get back. And then on Sunday, I'm probably going to be doing a Walking with Purpose live stream, unless my lady wants to go on a walk with me. If that's the case, then I'll skip that. But regardless, on Sunday, my lady and I will be doing a secondary live stream. And we've got a great topic in mind, but we're not going to put it out there yet. You're going to have to stick around to find out what it's going to be. I'm learning to better market these streams and videos. Hey, we're not gonna give you everything all at once. If you want to keep up with what's going on with us in our neck of the woods, you have to keep coming back, right, baby? Is that the right way to do it? Let me give me a second. I want to test to make sure the microphone is sounding normal. Give me a second. I'm going to mute just for a second, okay? All right. Looks like it sounds good. Looks like we're sounding good. And I think the issue has been fixed with a temporary glitch. My lady in the chat says, well, first earlier, again, she said they're intimidated by women. And then she said, as well as many men here on YouTube. Well, I think it's men in general, babe. I mean, that includes men on YouTube, men on Facebook, men on Twitter, men off of social media. I think, and this is, I'll give you folks a hint. My Sunday night show is going to focus partially on how has feminism and women's lib really affected the modern man or men in general. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, my lady and I have been talking about this behind the scenes. And let me tell you, my lady is not anti-man. My lady doesn't kick men down that are successful, doesn't try to flex her muscles, but she has seen nothing but men project, not only in her real life, but all over social media as well, including YouTube. So it's not just YouTube, babe. Yeah, we've encountered some people in the past out here on YouTube that are like that, but it's not just YouTube. It's Facebook, it's LinkedIn, it's Twitter, it's even in the real world. You're dealing with this even in the real world. In the professional world, where both men and women are required to be professional to keep their job, right? And the funny thing to me is, babe, the funny thing to me regarding this is that a lot of these men that are being unprofessional, that are, managing good working women like you, are getting away with this BS. And the good people like you are the ones that are losing their jobs. And that has to stop. It's not fair. That has to stop. And we'll talk more about that on Sunday night as part of the topic. We're going to be, again, talking about how has women's lib and women, being liberated, women, feminism, etc. How has this affected the modern man? How has this affected men in general? It has tremendously affected men. In my opinion, why? Because you guys are allowing it to affect you. If you just keep on being the man you always were, if men just remained men, strong men like they were before women got liberated, this would not be a problem. This would not be a problem. But a lot of men have complained at the fact that, well, now because women are working, half the jobs that were available to men before are being filled by women, so men have fewer opportunities. No, you don't. You have the same exact opportunities. That's your problem. When you look at it that way, that's where the real problem is. And even if there are fewer opportunities because women are involved, why don't you compete with the woman? And why don't you legitimately beat her out for the job so you can get the job? If women are getting jobs over you guys, it's because they're better qualified at the jobs than you are. And you just can't stand the fact that some women are better qualified at certain jobs than you guys are. That's the truth of the matter, right? Maybe you retracted your message. What did you put out there? I wonder if it'll pop up on the screen here. I wonder what you wrote. Let me see if the replay will show it here. It should. What did you write that you deleted, babe? Do. Give me just a second here. Pop on up. Just going to wait a second here. She retracted her message. YouTube is the most childish thing I've ever encountered. Oh, are you going to write it again? So my lady was saying YouTube is the most childish thing I've ever encountered. I think what you're trying to say is that some of the people out here on YouTube, whether they're male or female, are the most childish people as adults that you've ever encountered. And I will agree with you on that. And it's more so the men than the women. Yes, there are some women that are very childish in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s and beyond, but it's more so the men. Like, it's more so the men. I have never, ever seen more men project anywhere else than on YouTube. Grown-ass men. I've said that for years, but it's the truth. Now, it's like, I wasn't going to talk about this here tonight, babe, but it sounds like my lady has a few words to say. And rightfully so, because, she's had her experiences out here on YouTube, and I totally get it. I totally get it. So yeah, that's what's coming up this weekend. We are at 1 hour and 14 minutes. I'm going to start wrapping this up in the next 10 to 15 minutes or even less. My lady says, these have been the most immature men I've ever seen. You're right. You're right. Didn't finish my statement, she said. Okay, no worries, babe. No worries. You do know, like, everything gets screen recorded. So even if you retract something, it will show up briefly on the screen and on the replay. So, I mean, that's why I don't record the chat for that. I record the chat because if I ever want to re-upload this somewhere else, the live chat replay will not follow. And plus, if I have to ever edit a video through the YouTube video editor, it will remove the live chat replay. So at least screen recording it will keep it there. Lewis Fuller's in the house. Good evening, Eli, says Lewis Fuller. How you doing, Lewis? Welcome to the show. It's great to see you here. Babe, you and I are not going to talk tonight, by the way. Once the show ends, we're both getting some rest. If we talk on the phone, we're going to be up for an extra hour or two. So, babe, this is my good night to you. If you can make it through the rest of the show, another 5 or 10 minutes or so, that'd be great. But if not, regardless, we're not going to talk afterwards. Reach out to me in the morning, and I'll give you a time on when to start heading on out. Okay. My lady respectfully, maturely, and professionally says the men are so bad, so women are emotional beings. Bullshit. What are you talking about, babe? Be a little more specific with that. I should bring you on the panel for a few. Babe, you want to pop on the panel for a few minutes? You want to pop on the panel for a few minutes, babe? I could bring you on if you'd like. Do. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and launch the StreamYard in case she wants to pop on in. Give me a second. I can do this on the fly here. Do. So if you want to pop on the StreamYard for a second, babe, that'd be no problem. You can also share your excitement for our upcoming shows. Tomorrow and Sunday. Do. Here, I will send you, baby, the StreamYard link. Give me just a second here. Oh, she's coming on. Do. I've got a very special surprise gift for my lady coming tomorrow. Got a good deal on it, too. And she earned it. She's a good woman. Do. Give me a second here. Oh, here we go. Do. All right, babe. You've got the StreamYard link. You've got the StreamYard link there. You can go ahead and pop on in. Yeah, this has been an interesting show. The first part went well. Then we had some technical glitches with the mic. I guess I don't know if the mic overloaded or if the software, um, you know, had a glitch. Well, actually, my Focusrite that uses 48 volts of phantom power to power my preamp between my Shure SM7B and my Focusrite audio interface. Um, the 48 volts of phantom power turned off, and I don't know. Let me see. Is my the cloud lifter is not even hot? And the interesting thing is that the Focusrite is USB powered. So it only uses 900 milliamps of power. So like it's just amazing how little power it uses. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully it won't happen again. But anyway, my lady is backstage. Let me bring her on the panel here. Hey, babe. Welcome to the show.
Hey there.
Are you there? How you doing, babe?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Thank you for making me aware of the glitch. Yeah, I use a lot of programs to enhance my sound. And yeah, I do have a powerful laptop with 64 gigs of RAM and i9 8-core processor. I mean, I'm speaking like Japanese to you, right? I'd say it's all Greek, but I'm
No,
Greek, so
no, it's okay, but that's why I'm your business partner. I gotta let you know when something's not working.
right, right. And I know you're a little tired. I can tell. I know when you're tired. I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming on just for a few minutes here, but without saying too much, because we want to bring some value to the shows we're going to be doing this weekend. Are you first of all looking forward to those shows this coming
Oh
weekend?
God, yeah, yeah, absolutely. I've got great information and a lot of positive things to say.
Huh.
Mm.
Interesting, babe. Lewis Fuller says, "Hi, it is weird that I can't see you any chat, but the other screen that Eli has up, I can see you RMP." So I don't
I don't
understand
know.
that.
Yeah, you and I looked at that. I don't have him blocked, so I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Lewis, can you go to the back end of your Google account and see if you have respectfully, maturely, and professionally blocked? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Can you
we're trying to get down to it, Lewis. Like, honestly, I don't have you blocked. But when I get there tomorrow with Eli, if you haven't figured it out, we'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, folks, you want to go to the back end of YouTube and see if you have somebody Google blocked. You have to go into your account, and then you have to click on the top right, that picture on your phone or your laptop or desktop, and then click on Manage your Google account. And then you got to go here. Let me see if I can. Let me go to this real quick here. You click on Manage your Google account, and then
Yeah.
you go over to the left side and you click on people and sharing, and then down below it shows you your Google block, which is different than a YouTube block. If you Google block
Yeah.
someone, you Google block someone on every part of the Google platform, and that includes YouTube, because YouTube is part of the Google platform. YouTube is
And I
owned by
did that
Google. So
accidentally.
right,
I
we
did that
checked.
accidentally with CFO and with Nightbot. So it could be possible that he has done the same thing
Possibly. And I know that
inadvertently.
I know that we redid your account, and I don't know if something weird happened with that. But is California Ford Outdoors able to see you now in the chat? Has she verified that?
Um, I can see her. Yeah, I believe so. When I refreshed my stream today, I could see her.
Yeah. So babe, I showed you how to look that up. Can you go
Yes.
and check it out again and see? And just in case you may have blocked Lewis by mistake, because you sometimes hit buttons without noticing them.
But
I'm not trying to be
he
rude.
was baby. He was saying this before we checked it out. I didn't block him. I think
Then
he might have
then
inadvertently
then
blocked
then
me.
then it had to be an accidental blocking of you through
Yeah.
him. Lewis, you got to go back to the back end of your Google account and see if you Google blocked her. Because if somebody has a moderator wrench, and you have a moderator wrench in the same chat, you can't hide that user from channel, but you can Google block them. And so you
Yeah.
might have Google blocked her by mistake while trying to ban somebody else. So everything
And I
on her
think,
end
yeah,
is clear.
he can see me on the moderator chat, but he can't see me during your live streams.
Correct. What he's saying is that I put the chat on the screen here on my live streams over here on the left side of the screen, right? And obviously he can see you there because that's a static, image of the chat there. As far as being in the actual chat there, that's where he can't see you. Are you able to see him?
I can see him. He can't see me.
So you can see
That's why I
Lewis.
was like, "Hey, Lewis." That's why I responded to him. I was like, "Hey, Lewis."
Oh
But
yeah,
he can't
yeah,
see me.
yeah. Then something is going on his end there. Everything else on your end is all good. All right, babe. We got to start wrapping this up, and obviously
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
we're not gonna talk after the show because you're gonna get some rest, and you and I can talk all night. You and I have the two biggest mouths on the planet, right? I
Oh,
say I say that
yeah.
respectfully, right, baby?
Respectfully, yeah.
Baby, are you feeling
We
a
can
lot
talk
better?
all night long.
Are you feeling a lot better than you did earlier today? We're not going to share that story now. We're going to share that. Oh, that's the big sucker, huh?
Yeah.
Is he watching me on the TV?
No.
Oh,
He was
he li-
reacting.
he likes me now, huh?
Yeah, he loves you.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I don't want him biting my nuts off, when I'm not paying attention.
Oh,
You know what I'm
never
saying?
do that.
Lewis Fuller says,
I don't
okay.
want him to do that, but yeah, he would never do that.
Okay, cool. Lewis Fuller says, okay, I will try that. Yeah, you probably accidentally Google blocked her. Yeah, just go and check out your Google block list in the ways I shared. Manage your Google account. Just go to youtube.com while you're signing into your account, and then click on the picture and click on manage your Google account, and then go over to the left side, click on people and sharing, and then click on
Who's
block.
Buster?
What's that?
Oh, nothing. I was talking to the dog.
Okay, that's cool. All right. Yeah, baby. So, how about some final thoughts? I brought you on here just
Oh,
to kind of get you back into the groove of things. And I know today was a little bit of a struggle in the morning, and apparently it seems like you've worked through it. But and we'll talk more about that tomorrow, which is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, what did you want to mention before we get on out of here?
just life gives you a lot of like hiccups in the road, but you've
Challenges?
got to take challenges, but you've
Yeah,
got to take that and move forward
right.
and not totally concentrate just on that one hiccup and just move forward. Just realize if one door closes, another one opens.
Exactly. If one door closes, another one opens. Right. Are you beginning to more so see that as a pattern in your life, and learning how to better handle when things, that are out of your control don't go your way? I mean, you can only
Well,
control what you can control, right?
yes. And I think what's going on in my life right now is that I have not found the right purpose. So all of these struggles in my careers are just because I should be doing something else. I have another purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you there, baby?
I'm here,
What's going
just
on?
listening to you. No, I'm just listening to you now. I kind of just stopped what I said to see what you're going to say from that.
Yeah, no, you're sounding really, really tired. I'm going to probably let you get some rest.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you do.
medication is in.
Oh, you took your medication already. Oh, then if I would have known that, baby, I wouldn't have brought you on. My apologies for that. But
Oh, no worries, babe. I took it like literally 10 minutes before you said that. So now it's probably kicking in. But yeah,
mhm.
don't worry. It's all
any
good.
fi- any final thoughts and speak on this in general? Then I'm going to wrap up the show, and then we'll both get some rest. Any final thoughts regarding the erratic behavior of grown ass adults on social media and even off of social media, especially men? And I think I have to say the men are more erratic than the women nowadays. It's the truth.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, I had no idea. I mean, I've been on social media since, like you said, when Facebook came out in 2008, when all that, I was on there before with MySpace, but I have never in my whole life seen men act the way that they are
Hmm.
in social media. They are acting very insecure. They're hiding behind a keyboard and just lashing out.
Yeah,
And I've never seen this kind of behavior before from grown men.
it's asinine,
Yes,
huh, baby?
oh my God, it literally is asinine. It shocks
It's
me
asinine. Yeah,
to the core that this is happening. That there are people in their 40s and 50s that are acting like people in their teens and early 20s.
baby.
Like, get over it. Like, live
Ba-
your life.
uh-huh.
Drama is not your like drama is not the thing.
Right.
Like, just go on, do your job, love your wife, love your husband, love your family, and move on. Drama, let the drama be on TV. Watch CSI, watch Grey's Anatomy, whatever, if you want some drama in your life. But
Right.
don't literally bring it in the same way, because that's what's going to bring y'all down.
Right, baby. Let me read the definition of asinine as stated on Google from the Oxford Languages Dictionary, I believe it is. Asinine
Uh,
me it means extremely stupid or foolish. One more time, asinine is defined as extremely stupid or foolish.
wow.
Yeah.
And that's the only word I have to describe the men on YouTube right now.
Well, baby, here's
Not
the
even the
thing.
women. It's
Right,
the
right, right.
men.
And it's not just on YouTube. It's just men in general nowadays are unlike anything we've ever seen during any period of time in our history. The
Well,
example,
yeah.
hold on, let me read this example of asinine used as a sentence. I like the example they used here. Lydia ignored his asinine remark. One more time. Lydia ignored his asinine remark. That's great,
Um,
baby. That's great.
yeah, yeah. I don't even know what to take from that.
Well, that's a great example, isn't it?
We just ignore it.
Yeah, that's all and that's all you do is you ignore people like that. But why is it so hard for people to completely ignore people like that nowadays, even though you want to? It's because there are so many people like that. And you're going
Well,
to
and it's
encounter them.
also because they try. their only motive in life is to bring you down because they're miserable human beings.
Right.
They want to make you feel bad about whatever is going on in your life
Mm-hmm.
because they are miserable.
Well, they're trying to kick you down
And
to their level so that way they can feel better about themselves. I've said that time and time again, but go ahead. Right.
exactly. And that's what I
Right.
say. Anybody that wants to throw stones just needs to look in the mirror because that's what they're throwing stones at.
Well, baby, you
You
never
know,
throw
I
stones. Where do you never throw stones at, baby?
glass houses.
See, and these people think that you're drunk, baby. No, this is the smartest woman on the face of this planet. And I'll tell you this right now, even this woman being drunk is smarter than all you dudes sober. Go ahead, baby.
I love you, and I'm not
Love you
even
too,
drunk.
baby. Baby, listen, I know you're not. You're on your medication, but baby, here's the thing. Like, I bet you could outdrink all these motherfuckers under the table. Seriously.
Oh, I could outdrink them. I could outsmart them. I could do anything to outdo any of these motherfuckers. I
Oh,
mean, I'm not
oh,
mentioning any names.
time out, baby. Breaking news. Lewis Fuller says,
Breaking news.
RMP, I can see you now. I did it. He had you Google blocked.
Yay! All right, great job. Great job,
Yeah.
Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis Fuller in the house.
It took
Lewis
me a minute
Fuller.
too because I did the same thing to CFO, Lewis.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
so don't feel bad. I did the same thing to CFO. Unintentional.
Well, that happens because you guys are trying to block people. I'm one of the most severely trolled YouTubers on this platform. And
Yeah.
you guys are trying to protect the channel and protect us, right? And when you're on and here's the thing, it's much more difficult to mod when you're on your phone because you have to tap down on the screen, right? When you're on your laptop or desktop, you have the 3 dots. So it's a little bit easier. It's these damn smartphones that screw things up, huh, baby?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was telling you, I was like, that's why I was like, damn, baby, because you were fast. Like, we were going at the same time, and you got that one troll before me. That's why I was like, damn.
Baby, you're impressed that I can run that stream on mobile and still mod the chat faster than my mods can, right?
Yes.
There's only
That's why I
one
was
person.
like,
Listen. There's only one person faster than me. You want to take a wild guess who that is?
Queen
Helen Casey. That's right, Queen Helen Casey. I miss her. We're still connected behind the scenes. We all have access to her,
no,
even my woman.
I was talking to her in our mod chat.
That woman is faster than me. I'm faster than all of you, but she's faster than anyone. Queen Helen Casey has got, I swear to God, don't put a gun in that woman's hands. No disrespect. I'm not trying to imply anything. I'm just saying.
Talking about tonight. That's so funny. She's talking about guns.
Well, that's because there's been more of these crazy things happening. I'm not going to get into it. Another event happened. Yeah. And it's like Joe Biden is getting, we could probably talk about this over the weekend. Joe Biden is getting really just fed up with the behavior of people, right? And I think all 3 of these shootings involved men, right? They were all men, I believe. So it's like, look at it this way. Look who's creating all these issues. It's men that just are not men anymore.
Handle their shit.
They can't handle their emotional.
Handle their shit.
Right. Now, I'm not saying that women have never done things like this, but it is more often men than women. So that is saying something to me.
Mass destruction. Women don't go into mass destruction.
Well, I'm not saying they never have. There have been a few psychopathic women, but there are way more psychopathic men that have done serial killings and stuff like that compared to women. But we can't leave women out of it because they have done things, but 90% of the time it's been men.
Yes.
And it's because men nowadays are threatened, as they should be, by women because most of these women are out earning them. outperforming them, outsmarting them, and they just can't stand the truth. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth, right?
Handle the
Can't
fucking
handle the
truth.
truth. Yeah.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. So, baby, final thoughts, because we are now at 1 hour and 38 minutes. We got to wrap this up and get some rest.
My final thoughts are
Yeah.
men on YouTube are troubled and they need a lot of fucking help. Other
Are you
than
trying
that,
to trigger them? You know they're going to respond to this, and I haven't paid attention because I have them all.
Men.
Huh?
I'm saying all men. I'm
Well,
not talking about anybody in particular.
Okay, that's fine.
But I've seen a lot of men overreact on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And I've not seen that on Facebook, on my Instagram or my Snapchat. I don't go on Twitter, but I've never seen men react the way that they do on YouTube.
Well, yeah,
and it's constant insecurities.
Yeah, and it's. I will tell you this: it's a certain type of man that's doing it. You know, I'm not saying one man in particular. I'm saying a certain type of men is a better way to put it, right?
Yes.
And we don't have to get too far into it, but basically these are, low life scumbags, trashy men that are just feeling inferior for some reason, and it stems back, probably stems back to some trauma that happened in their life, or even stemming back to their childhood. Lewis Fuller says, about maybe 2 to 3 years ago, I used to be a sharpshooter of wacky trolls. Well, that's great, Lewis. Okay, baby, get your final thoughts in, and I'm gonna boot you off the stream.
My final thoughts on that, what you're just saying, is that I'm sorry, I'm having a donut right now because it's really good. Anyways,
how many donuts have you eaten? You bought 6 donuts earlier. How many are left, baby?
Well, this is my second one. So there would be 4 left.
Oh, baby, you're doing good. That's not bad at all. You're doing good.
Yes.
Are you going to bring me some donuts tomorrow, baby?
Yes, I will bring the rest over in the morning.
I'm just kidding, but I knew you were going to bring them anyway, so it's like, sounds good, baby. It's all good. We'll work off the donuts tomorrow night, right? Anyway,
yes,
continue.
we will, and we're gonna go for a walk, so it's all good.
Absolutely, go ahead, baby.
My final thoughts about what's going on is that I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm not, pushing anything, but I have never ever dealt with men that acted this way. My father and brother, both of them, don't even understand what's going on because they are actual true men that don't get hung up in drama and other people's lives. They take care of their family. They take care of their life. And so all of these people that want to sit there on YouTube, judge me, judge you, do what you got to do.
Right.
But I know where I came from. I know what I'm worth. And I'm worth a hell of a lot more than these fucking trolls.
Okay.
So keep on making your statements. I'm going to keep laughing at you.
I think you made your point quite clearly, baby. Thank you for that.
Yes. Love you.
All right. And me too, baby. Anything else, or should I boot you off the StreamYard, baby, and wrap up the show?
Oh no, you can boot me off now. I'm gonna finish my donut and
baby, before you go, let me give you a big round of applause. And thank you once again for being here, babe. Say goodbye to everyone, babe.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, baby. I love you.
Love you too, babe. Good night, babe. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Text me in the morning.
See you in the morning.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. That was an impromptu visit from my lady. She popped on the StreamYard for a little bit. We're going to be spending the weekend together. Yeah, quite an interesting show tonight. Probably not my best work, and from a technical standpoint, we had some technical difficulties, but I was able to fix it on the fly. I'm here by myself, so, yeah, I had a glitch earlier when I was going to break regarding my microphone. Maybe I just had the gain set too high. And my phantom power that powers I have a cloud lifter between my Shure SM7B and my Focusrite audio interface that gives me an additional 25 dB of clear, clean gain before it gets to my Focusrite. And then all of a sudden I heard this disconnect, like the Windows disconnect sound. And I didn't realize that was my microphone turning off. Something maybe overloaded it temporarily or something. I haven't had that happen before. I've been using the same gain level for many shows. I lowered the gain a little bit. Still sounds good. So we're going to see what happens. Hopefully the issue won't pop up again. But anyway, folks, yeah, we had some glitches and I came back from the break and it was sounding really glitchy. Fortunately, I had my lady here to make me aware that it was staticky. I was then able to reset it one more time on the fly, and it's been sounding great for the rest of the show. So that is that. Yeah. But other than that, hey, I just wanted to pop on in here tonight and hang out with you folks a little bit and let you know everything's back to normal. My fiber line is back to normal. We have some great content coming for you this weekend. And lots more to come after that. So that's it. With that being said, thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you to my lady for popping on respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Thank you to Lewis Fuller for being here. And thank you to anyone else that was watching behind the scenes. Have a great, 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 great day. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye. And as always, be good to each other.